Unpopular, unpopular Taylor Swift opinions. So, let me know if you share any of these or if you majorly disagree. But let's get right into it. Okay, so up first, I would say is probably my most unpopular opinion, which is that I don't like the 22 hat on the Eras tour. I just think it's like weird that she has these like random people come up onto stage, like it takes away from the performance. You know, like, I don't know. I just think like she's up there doing her thing and she just shouldn't interrupt the performance in order to pander to one fan. Like, it just seems kind of unfair to the rest of us who have to see it. And I'm obviously kidding on that one. Just wanted to start you off on your toes. The rest of these will be real though, but I obviously love the 22 hat, like I presume everybody. But did I get you? I feel like I didn't, because I feel like I was being really bad at acting there, but I didn't want you guys to hate me for saying I don't like the 22 hat, because I obviously do. I love the 22 hat. But anyway, now let's get into it for real. So my real first unpopular opinion is that I want to hear me, exclamation point. I want to hear me on the tour. I want it on piano. I wanted a long, slow, gorgeous ballad on the piano, and I think it will be so good, and I think it will turn a lot of people's opinions on me around. So I'm just waiting for her to play it. Like, I can't believe she still hasn't played it. But I don't know, maybe she probably has heard a lot of the hate that me has gotten. I also think it would be better if it didn't have Brendan Urie in it. That might be its own unpopular opinion. I'm not really sure how people feel about Brendan Urie in general, but yeah, I think we all agree that it should have come out much less produced in like a slow version anyway. But I really want to hear it, and I want to hear it on piano. I do not want to hear it on guitar. Like, I want a slowed down version on piano, not the normal fast up-tempo version. So that's number one. Also, okay, number two is that I think the Reputation tour is better than the Eras tour. So I've been to 1989 Reputation and Eras, and I do think Reputation, it was my favorite of the three. Like, Eras tour is, you know, a better performance, and like the production of the stage is better just because it's, why am I blanking on how long is it? Dude, is it 3 hours long? 3.5 hours long. That is so crazy. Anyway, it's obviously a 3.5 hour long show, whereas Reputation in 1989 were like an hour and a half. So that is much more, it's like super impressive and amazing. But the thing is, with Reputation, there was no disappointment or getting your hopes up thinking that I'll get to hear this song or this song or this song. You knew basically what songs you were going to hear. At my show, she played every single song from Reputation except for So It Goes, and I really don't like So It Goes. Like, I think it's fine, but it's not my favorite. So I was totally fine with that. And then she obviously plays her hits, and then she does one surprise song on guitar, I think it was. Yeah, one surprise song on guitar, but with knowing, you know, having those expectations, you know you're gonna hear the whole album, then there's no disappointment. It also felt like, because it was like an original set, it was the entire show was all original ideas, which was really new and exciting, whereas with the Eras tour, she's obviously like using her old iconic eras, which is really cool, but, you know, just isn't as original, which obviously take all of this, you know what I mean? But when I went and saw the Eras tour, I hadn't seen any videos of it, so I stayed completely unspoiled, and I was just a little bit disappointed with certain songs on the set list, or wanting to hear different songs. Obviously, I was really disappointed that Speak Now only had Enchanted. I didn't like that. Like, I head could have been cut down, like some of her big hits, like Red and Fearless. And like 1989, I thought her big hits could have been cut out somewhat in order to make room for like her deeper cuts, just because I feel like if you really went through all that trouble to get an Eras Tour ticket, you're probably like a legit fan and know more than just her top hits. So because of that, I was like a little bit disappointed by the Eras Tour versus Reputation. And I also think the vocals on Reputation were phenomenal. So that is the reason why I personally prefer Reputation to Eras Tour. But again, they're all great and this is phenomenal. And I love Two Surprise Songs is super good. And obviously Midnights and Tortured Poets are both original concepts for the tour. So she does still have original stuff in there, but to each their own. That's my preference. My next is that Fortnite is one of my least favorite songs on the Tortured Poets department. It just doesn't really do anything for me. I never find myself wanting to play it. I don't know, I just don't, I'm not like obsessed with it, and I think a different song should have been on the set list rather than Fortnite, namely, My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys. My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys. I love that song, and I think it would have been like an additional upbeat song for that set list, which I would have really loved. But yeah, I just don't really like Fortnite that much, and you know, it was like the lead single, so I don't know. I like when I hear it out, like on the radio. It's like, oh, nice, like that song, but I never play it myself. Next, the Anthology is better than the first half of the album, in my opinion. I love the second half of the album so much. I think it has such hard hitters, and this could also be from me overplaying a lot of songs already, so yeah, but notable mentions, like oh my god, from the Anthology portion of the album is The Prophecy, The Bolter, Peter, Chloe, or Sam, or Sophia, or Marcus. That might be my favorite song on the album. I'm not sure yet. The Black Dog, I'm Gonna Get You Back, and Look in People's Windows. I Look in People's Windows are phenomenal songs. Phenomenal. Some of my favorites from the entire album, and they're all in the second half. So, I said what I said. Anthology over the original. But. Next, oh my gosh, is that I think Tolerate It is the best performance from the Eras Tour. And I can't believe she got it. I think that is, like, even way before she got it, I was texting my friend about it. And I was like, I think Tolerate It is the best performance from that entire 3-hour show. It's so good. I was really shocked that it was on the set list, but it's one of my favorites, and it's just such an amazing performance. Her like setting the table and everything, it's so good. So I think it's really disappointing that she cut it for when she added the Tortured Poets. It's just like, again, I feel like cut out, you know, I Knew He Was Trouble, or I don't know, like style. I don't know, some of her like big hits, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think we need every single big hit that she has when we have such phenomenal performances like Tolerated. That's just my opinion. I think it was so good. So I'm glad that we got it in the movie. Also, I really hope that they film the Tortured louder so that I can hear it from this side too. I love it. But anyway, the final unpopular opinion, which might be popular, I'm not really sure, but is that I hate the fact that she releases so many variants of her album, like 7 different versions. It was especially egregious this time around when she released the 4 different versions of Torture Poets with 1 exclusive bonus track. I think it was The Black Dog, maybe The Prophecy, The Manuscript, and The Boulder. I think were the 4 bonus tracks, but, said exclusive bonus tracks only for these 4 finals or 4 whatever, so I'm sure some people bought all 4 in order to own each of those bonus tracks, just for them to only be exclusive for 2 hours when the Anthology came out and it included all of those bonus tracks, plus more, plus the Anthology is still not even available on vinyl, and nobody even got their finals before. Like, nobody had them when the album came out, so they weren't even exclusive for those 2 hours. Like, they just weren't exclusive at all. Feel like that's kind of a scam. Like, obviously, you can choose to buy them or not. I don't buy any of them because I know that stuff like this happens. I also don't own a record player, so that would be pointless, but obviously I know people have free will and they can choose not to buy them, but I just think it's like, come on. And then also releasing like 1, if you buy my digital album, you get 1 voice note or the like surprise song recorded live just to boost her album sales. I don't love, and especially when she does it like seemingly to block other artists from getting #1s. It's like, you already got your #1 album, like, it's okay. And I don't know, it makes all the records that she breaks, like, she would have broken the record anyway. She didn't need that extra thing, and I don't know, I don't like it. Obviously I still love her and I love her music, and I don't buy anything anyway. I do buy merch.